I now transition into talking about the greatness of Asia Wilson. We are all blessed to witness her greatness. She is, I think, second to none. And I don't think in any way, shape, or form that's being prisoner of the moment or any sort of recency bias, none whatsoever. If you could turn on the TV and God blessed you with sight to see what Asia Wilson does on the basketball court, and you respect the game and you got love for the game, there's no way you can look at what Asia does on a night-to-night basis, and specifically what she did with this team from the time that they were 14-14, and not deem it one of the greatest runs in WNBA history. Maybe second to the Comets running off 4 straight WNBA titles, maybe second to that. But outside of that, you can't watch what Asia did and not respect it and not feel like it puts her in a class all by herself to be deemed the greatest WNBA player of all time. And when you get into these debates on an NBA or best quarterback debate in the NFL, like it could be highly opinionated, right? Extremely highly opinionated. But as it relates to Asia and calling her the best WNBA player of all time, it is about the only opinion I believe in American history possibly that is the closest opinion to like fact. That is how great Asia has been, man. In this finals run, Asia has averaged 28 and 11 with 3 combined steals and blocks a game. And tonight she dropped 31 and 9 with 3 blocks and 2 steals. And Asia, the beauty about Asia is sometimes we champion players for how great they are offensively. And if they're just decent on defense, the offense is enough to carry their great heroics. But Asia is 1010% just as great as she is on offense. She is just as great on defense. And I think that is what sets her apart from being the greatest player of all time, on top of not just her skill set, but her having the stats and the hardware to back up how great she is. This is the first year in WNBA history where a player has won the MVP, the Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the scoring title. Asia won all of that in this one singular season. And she was also named to first team All WNBA. And in this playoff run, she had 322 points, which is the most all time in one singular playoff postseason. Asia is fucking phenomenal. Let's just call it what it is. When you talk about her accolades, her hardware, everything she's done and accomplished, go pick any singular player that's come close to doing what Asia Wilson has done. And it's great to see because Asia is still in her prime. And I would like to believe, God willing, she has so much more basketball left to play. And she's just one of a kind. Like, she's literally like we are witnessing a GOAT right now. She's the GOAT of all GOATs. Like, we could say it's around a Mount Rushmore to pay homage to like the goats of the old eras. But make no mistake, like Asia Wilson stands 1010% in a class all by herself, and it's like a four-time MVP, right? Before she won the MVP this year, she was tied right with three other players in the W who had all had three MVPs, but she got her fourth MVP, and that put her in a class all by herself. So we could say she the GOAT simply just like off nobody else in WNBA history having four MVPs, right? But then to go on and say just as great as she is on offense, she's just as great on defense. She's a three-time Defensive Player of the Year award winner, right? A two-time Finals MVP, a three-time WNBA champion. Speechless when you talk about her greatness because there's really no words I think left in like the English dictionary or the thesaurus. Maybe I don't know. We may have to check like the Hebrew dictionary to see if there are any like words out there for us to like really try to describe and put into context the greatness of Asia Wilson. But let me just run these accolades off to y'all real quick as we close. Asia Wilson said some of these already, but three-time WNBA champion, four-time WNBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year three times, seven-time WNBA All-Star, two-time scoring champ, two-time Finals MVP, a 2018 Rookie of the Year award, 2017 NCAA champion, two-time Olympic gold medalist, 2024 Olympics MVP, 2018 College Player of the Year, and 2014 High School Player of the Year. Yeah, man, just a moment of silence for greatness. Like, damn. like how like we are blessed to continuously be able to see Asia have a lot, God willing, more basketball to play. Please stick around for many more years, Asia. Your greatness is appreciated. Your greatness is needed. Your greatness is inspiring. And your greatness is definitely respected. Yeah, right now, the WNBA is going through the collective bargaining agreement with the players, and they're negotiating. And the WNBA has been talking about all these expansion teams. In a perfect world, what needs to happen is the Houston Comets need to come back. And when they do, we need to find a way to get Asia Woods.